Stop where you are! Death's Hand should know better than to send his minions out alone. It is clear that you are one of his hirelings, or perhaps one of Gao the Greater's marauding pirates. You will pay for the crimes you have committed. Don't waste your last breath on lies. I didn't get there in time to help anyone, but I saw you lead the massacre in Two Rivers. Clearly you were involved. Death's Hand went too far in ordering its destruction, and Gao the Greater sought to profit from it. My retribution will end with them, but it will begin with you. The way you move seems odd. A flaw I cannot see, perhaps? But you are better than I expected. You might even beat me, if I allowed such insolence. You are too skilled to be just a hireling. Death's Hand would view such ability outside his assassins as dangerous, and Gao the Greater prefers his servants docile. So it would appear. You lack their branding. But if you are not one of them, who are you? A monk? A mercenary? A bandit? You chase a great evil, larger than you realize. Leave and you may survive. Others have tried to face Death's Hand, but were destroyed, as Two Rivers was. Your honor sends you toward peril, but you do not flinch from it. A trait of fools, and perhaps the occasional hero. I also seek answers from Death's Hand and his minions. If you truly oppose him, you will need to find your way to the Imperial City. Of course, only the Lotus Assassins can come and go as they please, thanks to Gao. Travel routes by land and water are blocked, but they use wind maps and flyers to further their goals here and in the surrounding forest. Perhaps, if you are capable, we will meet again. I wish you good luck, but you will need far more than that to survive. Farewell.
This area is off limits. Intruders will be executed. I am a soldier of the Imperial Army, sent by Death's Hand to destroy anyone foolish enough to enter this place. Unfortunately, this includes you. Kill the peasant.
Wait, stop! I'm not your enemy. I swear by my ancestors, I'm not your enemy. I'm not even a soldier. Even though I wear this uniform, I'm no soldier. My name is Chen Yi. I'm just a simple peasant from the town of One Stone. These soldiers passed through my village a few weeks ago. One of them angered the Lotus assassin who was in charge, and the assassin killed him. As I was coming back in from the fields, they grabbed me to fill his place. They put this uniform on me, bloodstains and all, and told me I was in the army. I will do my best, but I don't know anything. The Lotus assassins just told us to guard the gate while they searched the ruins. That's all, I swear. I don't know, I was here on the far side of the gate, and the gate itself is locked. Only the Lotus assassins themselves are allowed into the ruins. No, nothing. Only that the gate leading into them was locked. The Lotus assassins had to get a key from Shang, the Imperial Minister in Tian's Landing. But I think the ruins are haunted. I hear strange sounds coming from beyond the gates. But even the threat of ghosts can't keep the assassins from their search. Of course, Great One. I will return to my village and lead an upright life of farming and praying. Thank you for sparing me. Thank you.
There you are. I'm sorry, I didn't want to wait back there any longer. I don't think anything will hurt the flyer. It's plenty hurt all... I found this gem in the wreckage. I'm not sure what it was attached to, but I'm sure you can use it for something.
Now that we're here, we should see if anyone knows anything about flyers. Maybe whoever's in charge of the town can help us get underway again.
Unless you need me, I will stay here at this new camp. It seems safe enough, and it may as well serve as a base for us. I can't believe Two Rivers is gone. It was home. The people there were the only family I've known. And now, they're all gone.
I understand, Dawnstar, but the path you are on may lead to even darker places. You must prepare yourself.
I don't want to think like that. We will set things right. We have to.
Returning your friends was never an option, but there are a great many more things that you can do.
Nara earphone wonu kanawa ofa kanawa wonu.
Mother and I are getting out of this town. If you have any sense, you'll do the same.
Akwakwak wo sosonia sonophonia sisaya nawakok. Uksair wak nikiro. Nana wo nafak sono.
It's sure to be more exciting than this dead place.
Koni okioia kawaya wo kawaya watita osia kwanif nipawia. Piayer uksayer sinini sisayer rusta atapafawer sumhuno ko suir towerok. Ukir neko sise sayer wosayer nifuyer. Sisayer irfok woso no koso ayer ya. Sayer kanoa fwaranuer. Uyower apafawayer sisiyer sisitul tok. Woyer wakwak finir sier. Akwakwak wo sosonia sonophonia sisaya nawakok. Wo tawa ye kupia kawia nakawia ituki.
The pirates are Gal the Greater's men. He has holdings near here, and access to quite a lot of flyers, as you've seen.
Piayer uksayer sinini sisayer rusta atapafawer sumhuno ko suir towerok. Sisayer irfok woso no koso ayer ya. Sayer kanoa fwaranuer. Noni wo sayer tar wo wir imisaro konkna. Uyower apafawayer sisiyer sisitul tok. Woyer wakwak finir sier. Woyer astier wo sayer if a sayer wa kawi sheer. Ukir neko sise sayer wosayer nifuyer. Noni wo sayer tar wo wir imis. Wo tawa ye kupia kawia nakawia ituki. Wo nipier uksayer sisini nisayer busta. Wo ifuer uksunok nokawayer. Koni okioia kawaya wo kawaya watita osia kwanif nipawia.
Out of our way, woman. In this town, we don't step aside for you. You step aside for us.
The peasants of this village may cower before you, but I do not. If you are smart, you will apologize for your behavior and walk away.
Don't tell me what to do. You think I won't hit a woman? You have to learn your place. This whole town has to learn its place. What are you looking at? This doesn't concern you. Time to teach you all a lesson.
Longsword!
Hui, what are you doing here?
It's been a long time, Zoo. I haven't seen you since that night. I did as you asked. The child is safe. I made sure of that.
I know. After we spoke, I followed you. I wanted to be sure she was given a good home. You did well, Hui. Hui and I knew each other long ago. She was a soldier, and I needed her help. There was a child, an orphan. I knew Hui could find a good home for her. She was just a girl. Her parents were dead. I couldn't look after her, and I knew Hui by reputation, and knew she would find a good home for her. She's safe. That's all you need to know. She doesn't concern you. Besides, we don't have time to worry about something that happened almost 20 years ago.
Yes, those are old worries. Thank you for your actions today. Even if these men were no real threat, just simple sailors frustrated at the shallow river that holds them here. There are pirates in the area, and they pose a far greater danger. You will likely encounter them, especially if you are the one I am waiting for. As Sagacious Zu mentioned, my name is Hui. Tell me, young man, what is your master's name? I have waited here many years for the arrival of one special fighter. Your master, Sun Li, bid me to wait until you, his protege, came seeking information.
So it's true. Master Li really is the Emperor's brother. I wish I had known.
He is gone, isn't he? Taken by the Lotus assassins just as he thought. He knew they were always searching. They are right to fear him and his legacy. The glorious strategist was certain the path to the Imperial City would bring you here. He was also very specific about how I present my information to you. You must be ready. I served under Sun Li and was one of a few soldiers he trusted enough to contact after Dirge fell. Li knew the events there would have great consequences. He told me of the weeks-long siege and how spirit monks were slaughtered so his brother could take their temple. It was madness. The Emperor killed the water dragon itself.
The water dragon? The shepherd of the dead, a goddess of rebirth. To try and steal her power, to even think it could be attempted. Has any mortal ever shown such arrogance?
There are many beings that exist beyond our experience. The heavens are governed by a celestial bureaucracy. Each facet of existence is managed by a specialized attendant. Most appear to have little influence, but some, like the water dragon, have a portfolio that grants exceptional status. She was said to have governance over the Great Wheel. She was not a maker, but all life that ended passed her gaze before returning to the Earth in another form. Sun Hai sought rebirth for his empire at the cost of the natural order. Her body was taken to the palace as a grim trophy of the power that ended the long drought. All the while, the people hailed the Emperor as a hero, ignorant of the price. Even a god is not invincible. They have their place and it can be challenged. Sun Li could not stop the slaughter of the spirit monks. He fled the battle with you in his arms. Most believe Sun Li fell at Dirge, a lie spread by the Emperor. A handful of us knew that he lived, and we also learned the terrible price of his rebellion. Li's wife was with child, his daughter born in the Imperial Palace while he was at Dirge. He never saw her. Within weeks of the siege, the Emperor had Li's family executed.
Executed? Murdered? The Lotus assassins were to cut them down. A mother and newborn child. I have no doubt that order came from Death's Hand himself.
He probably didn't think his family would be harmed, but even had he known, he might still have saved you. Li knows you have a destiny to fulfill. You're the last of your kind. The natural order has been disrupted. There is much to say, but first I was instructed to impart some very specific knowledge. Your master was very clear. It is time to continue your training, and I am honored to add to the basics that Sun Li instilled. A brief description should reinforce the style you saw me use. Certain lessons had to be withheld until you were ready for the attention they will bring. Sun Li taught me so that I would teach you. I must train you in Spirit Thief. Magic and weapons tire you. Draw on them too much and you could be left defenseless. Spirit Thief restores your chi, prolonging your ability to fight or ignore wounds. It is especially useful when enemies are immune to basic martial attacks, when you must use magical weapons. It can even immobilize a foe, allowing time to recover even more. This short lesson should be enough for now. Come speak with me in the tea house. We will talk of your master and more.
Hello, and welcome to Chuman's Woodcrafts. I'm afraid I don't have any wood. I'm Chuman the Craftsman. Nobody important, just a simple merchant of fine wood. There are several customers who owe me money, but with the dam open, times are hard. I can't expect them to pay me when they can't even feed their families. And if they don't pay me, I can't afford the raw materials to make my woodwork. It's a difficult situation, but I'm trying to make the best of it. No, that won't be necessary. I don't want to cause any trouble for my customers. I'm sure they'll pay me eventually. At least, I hope so. You might be right. I'm a fine craftsman, but I'm not much for business. I extend credit too easily, and then I can't bring myself to collect. It's just not in my nature. A noble offer, but I must refuse. Prospects for my shop are poor right now. I can't allow you to risk losing your investment. No, things will have to work out on their own. No, that won't be necessary. I don't want to cause any trouble for my... Things could be worse, I suppose. I could be not working at all. Still, I envy folks like Baker Bay. He's got seamstress land to help. Farewell.
The fisherman's life is a hard one. Don't let anyone tell you different.
Things can't be that bad, right? After all, you're here. If the town was truly doomed, would we still be... In fact, I think your presence here is a sure sign that things are looking up. Soon all our... People call me Lee Shun the Talkative, though I have no idea why. I'm actually a basket maker. In fact, I dare say I am the best basket maker in all of Tien's land. Of course, with the dam open, ships can't navigate the river. So I have no supplies to make my baskets and no customers to buy them. But am I worried? Of course not. My children only need one meal a day. After all, they're small. And my wife could take a third job if necessary. I know things will turn around soon. Things will get better, they always do. It's like my father used to say, the greater the problem, the greater the solution. I'm sure it'll all work out. Denial? Preposterous! Sure, half the people have moved away, and those who stayed have mostly given up hope, and the entire town is running out of food and silver. But does my optimism mean I'm in denial? Of course not! I mean, none of the buildings are on fire, right? See? Something good. Just like that, right off the top of my head. I admit that some see our Imperial Minister Shang as, well, not entirely competent or capable of dealing with our problems. But somehow things will work out. They always do. Enjoy your stay in wonderful Tien's Landing, where
It ain't easy being a dock worker. We don't get paid much, but we sure earn it. One thing that is good about being a fisherman, you'd never see a ghost out in the middle of the river.
You're a stranger here, aren't you? I know everyone in Tien's Landing, and I've never seen you before. You should turn right around and leave this town. I am Gufu, Great One. Some call me Gufu the Sweet, though I don't know why. I usually smell like the fish I sell. Perhaps they are making fun of me. But now, there are no fish to sell. I have lived in Tien's Landing all my life, but now, I'm ashamed to say, I wish I lived somewhere else. Everything in Tien's Landing is falling apart. Shang, the local minister, is helpless to deal with all our troubles. You should get out while you can. You don't know? The Great Dam has been opened, and now the river's level has dropped. It's too low and fast to navigate. Without the river, we are nothing. The merchants can't buy goods from the Imperial City. The traders can't sell to the outside world. The men cannot fish, and our children go hungry. And if that wasn't bad enough, we have the pirates to worry about too. They've been raiding the countryside, taking prisoners to sell into slavery. The dam is downriver from us. When it was closed, it slowed the flow of the river, causing it to back up and the water level to rise. But with the dam open, the water drains away too quickly, and our river, the lifeblood of this town, has become a trickle. The river has no fish, and the ships can't navigate it. The dam was built nearly 20 years ago, causing the river to rise. Now the dam is open, and the river has fallen so low no ships can navigate it. Tien's Landing cannot survive without the river, but nobody in the town dares to go into the ruins to close the dam. The ruins are haunted with the spirits of the dead. A generous offer, Great One, but the gate leading to the ruins is locked. If you want to close the dam, you'll have to get the key from... I'm sure he'd be glad to give you a key to the gate. Nobody else will risk going into the ruins because of the goat. There's a road off to the right just beyond this tea house. Keep following it up until you reach the town square. Minister Sheng is usually there. Take care of yourself, stranger.
This town... There are ghosts wandering the land. I won't leave my house after dark.
Please, please excuse me. I know I shouldn't be crying and... Please, I'm just a humble woman. My name is Seamstress Lawn, and I have a problem I don't know how to solve. I thought you could help, but I was afraid to... It's my fiancé, Baker Bay. Every day a group of thugs attacks him and beats him up. He tries to avoid them, but they find him where... The beatings are getting worse. I'm terrified they're going to kill him. After I saw you take on those sailors, I thought... Well... But there isn't! My poor Bay has done nothing to these men. They attack him for no reason at all. Please, you have to help. Thank you so much, kind sir. You don't know what this means to me. If our firstborn is a boy, he shall have your... Bay is down at Beggar's Pier right now, in the southeast corner of town. If you hurry, you can probably get there before the thugs attack him today. Did you go down to Beggar's... Bay is down at Beggar's Pier right now, in the southeast corner of town. If you hurry, you can probably get there...
Who let you back here? Bad enough I must work with incompetence. Do thugs like you think you can just walk back here for food any time? If I wanted human
Why a trough? Well, we don't feed the animals, Mr. Tay. That's handled by the
Step back, Mr. Wong. You... A polite response from one of you strangers? Go on, don't waste your respect on me. I'm no high... Then go walk around it. I do not waste my time collecting rumors. Me? There's nothing to know about me. I cook...
Your palate is very sophisticated, Mr. Tay. Some say your dishes are,
No, I am quite certain that the problem is with the customers. If you wish to keep your position, Mr. Wong... Mr. Wong is here to cut the vegetables and heft the rice bags. His job does not include criticizing the menu. I am the head chef. He is nothing.
But I am learning. I will train hard to become the best chef I can.
There's a small chance he could become slightly more than nothing, but I've seen no sign of it as yet. Some people are heroes, some merely clap as heroes walk by. Spirit world. You are talking about stories for children. I believe what I see. If I see it, it is real. If you want some deeper discussion than that, go to a temple. Me, I will stay here. Good. I need to
I can't speak with you. Mr. Tay is very strict with his apprentices.
It's a shame my business is struggling. I'm chewing the crap. There are... Farewell.
People call me Mike.
Och, we will offer.
The Emperor won't allow those. I hear.
The Emperor doesn't care about us. That's why he sent someone like Shang.
If one more of these villagers...
Life seems normal enough here. You could...
Ing better figure out a way to get us out of here soon.
This is bad. Oh, this is bad. River dried up, pirates everywhere. This is worse than the law.
Hey? I'm Wei. Some call me Old Wei, but that's because they don't know Old Chan. If I'm old, he's ancient. He's at least a... Of course, we're both pretty old compared to most of the people in Tien's Landing. Like, most of them don't even remember. "18 years ago, Emperor Sun was young and flush with success from ending the drought. He began public works all over the empire, including the workmen came and started building it near our town. We were not engineers, and so we were not sure what it would mean. Some worried that it might flood us out. Most were unconcerned. After all, if there were any danger, the Emperor would tell us, surely. One day, the Great Dam was finished, and the floodgates were closed. The town flooded. We took what we could and fled. Mothers ran about screaming for their children who'd gone out to play. Children screamed for their dogs. Some folks climbed to the roofs of their houses and refused to leave. We survivors straggled upriver. Some collapsed from exhaustion, but the water kept rising. I carried a boy and a girl, and I saw another boy fall, but I couldn't carry him. Finally, I fell over too, and when I woke, I found the water had stopped rising. The Great Dam had created an enormous lake, and we settled our new town on the banks. The lake completely covered the ruins of our town. Life went on, but no word ever came from the Imperial City. No warning, no explanation. Did we displease the Emperor, or were we just beneath his notice? I will never know. The crewmen who manned the Great Dam would come to town sometimes, but they knew no more than we. I will go to my grave, never knowing. The people started a new life here, but there was much pain and sorrow. Conversations would trail off. At night you could hear women sobbing, and not a few men. Finally, people stopped talking about the past, and then they refused to talk about it altogether. And eventually they pretended it never happened. A few months ago, the Emperor's engineers and soldiers left. There wasn't anyone around. The water drained, revealing the old ruins. But underwater these 18 years, and now they're back. I don't know what made the Great Dam open. Some say it was ghosts. They say those who died in the town don't want to be forgotten. Well, thank you for listening, youngster.
Filthy thieves! Pretty.
Wo affaweer sun ork vonneer ook. Ook zeer sa feet kup wo sarkier.
Put that sword back, lout! Surely there was never a minister as unlucky as Minister Shane to suffer such...
Koni onuyu tashika wheel fonil satharam.
And still poor Minister Shane suffers the insult of tradesmen who know nothing of justice. My jail has been burned to the ground, along with my office, I might add. I have no place to put thieves, so stop questioning your betters.
Ah, I see the glint of intelligence, nobility, wisdom, consideration, and piety in your eye. A fine deity. What can I sell you? I have the finest selection of seed. I carry... I have a cloak so warm it's like a weapon against the cold. I have... Who wouldn't want a basket so big? I'm afraid I do not. Just a few years ago, you could find wind maps everywhere, although only the... Recently, the wind maps have disappeared. I know that when the Emperor's men left Tien's Landing, they took all the wind... There are those who say... Some say that Death's Hand is collecting all the wind maps and destroying them so that only he and his minions may travel freely about the... However, I do not believe such talk. I believe firmly in the goodness, kindness, and wisdom of our Emperor and all... I suppose there may still be merchants in the Imperial City who have some, and they were once so widely available that there must be some here and there. But I do not have any, nor do I know anyone who has one. Very well.
Koni onuyu, kokir tatasina. Sun puno onuyusir taikunpa ibnano pi. Wonoir efuir uk sun norgfonir sir sisitu. Sata afsoir, uk napir anigir owosair uyukap tantarundano, wo tarwair shafir owo. Wo kausoir noka wowo tarwair shaksir o finopifu. Wonoir efuir uk sun norgfonir sir sisitu. Sata afsoir, uk napir anigir ninpir. Usosir uthak tarwair, shathir owosu. Owosair uyukap tantarundano, wo tarwair shathir onuyuir napair, wo quair shapshir fan onuyusair. Sair sankut noka wo napar aquaifan unakwair kosuair. Ukir rafir sasir sonsirafir.
Lord, finally, someone approaches me. I was worried that this town's courage had drained. You look like a man who is trained for combat. Would you like to put those... Not personally, no. On behalf of Lord Yun, I'm here to find a skilled warrior who can deal with The Great Southern Forest, which lies north of this village, suffers from a terrible disease. Every tree within its borders sickens, and the place is infested with ghosts. Lord Yun, my master, seeks a way to open the forest again and make it safe for travel. He is prepared to reward whoever aids him. Our men are no match for the ghosts in the forest. Perhaps you are. You must leave Tien's Landing via the gate and follow the roadway to the north. The forest is but a short journey away, and Lord, the path there is relatively safe, but travel beyond his camp and things... Go safely, and remember what I've said. Lord Yun needs the help of able warriors like...
The Emperor doesn't care about us.
The Emperor won't allow those slaving pirates.
Ing better figure out a way to get us out of here.
Is the Emperor really 10 feet tall? Does he really float? Is he really so beautiful that he makes people cry? Is he?
Are you getting... You taught me much, Jian, but the most valuable lessons were learning where you were wrong. 17th square of the lock. You are being rude, Jian. We have a guest. Let us place the gate. Do not be so hasty, Jian. You did not turn me aside all those years ago. Surely you know of Yi, the capturing game? Played on a board of 19 rows and columns, the black and white pieces capture territory for their player. Jian the Iron Fist isn't honestly going to let this one walk away, is he? If you don't say anything, then I will, you old goat. I too see strength, but also the capacity for understanding the world and your place in it. You could prove an interesting pupil. He would like nothing more than to have you as a student. But show me that you walk the way of the open palm, and I will teach you the mysteries of...
Both Tempest and Stone Immortal are very sensitive to your temperament. Harmony or discord can affect your ability to control air and...
Usair Kokonato, Tanatir, Katanano, Shafatoyo, Kokonato Sihiri Panonenico.
Your move, old goat.
Sisair Pawaro, Tekotro. Osinsu Kukopir. Yukut Nikun Uno Sa Ilson Kunoka Ukiori. Nararo, Napirapirni.
It did not prove so weak when...
Odo you Wakitsu saw Iroko Washusi. Ipanar Nuku Iwair. Nikasanari, Niato, Nonapadi, Irov, Nikasurir, Quanano, Kuni, Ugnala. Onawa Ferro, so, Kuna, Sataquana, Unonap, Seer. Ikirnik Tinepiru, Uiperek Uksun Puno, Nikasurir, Quanano, Kuni, Ugnawata ear, Niknipier. Wowo sun pununo, yapapap nasia, sa ir yakowak, coconatos. Wo. Osinsu, yukut ni kun un.
It Always a pleasure to talk to another warrior. You have some understanding of the way of the open palm. Return to me when you feel you understand the way of the open palm. When you
Hey, Baker Bay. How are you two?
Go away! I told you
If you want to tell Eiling something, go tell her yourself. In the meantime, we have our own... It's a little personal with me. I like sticking your face in the gutter. Hold on a sec. You're a little too interested in our business, friend. Looks like we gotta teach you. This is the end!
Can you believe that these thugs just attacked me and They might have killed me if you hadn't stepped in. Thank you. I never expected such help from you. You spoke to Lan? How humiliating. My fiancé must have told you I can't protect myself. The woman I love doesn't have faith in me? Oh, the shame. I'll never live this down. Yes, you're right, of course. I suppose I can't fault Lan for being worried about me. I've taken some serious beating. I didn't mean to sound ungrateful. I'm just worried about Lan. She's very emotional. I've done my best to try and keep her from becoming involved in this. Those thugs are acting on Eiling's orders. She's the head of their gang. They have a small hideout in the boathouse. Eiling and I were friends when we were children, but we drifted apart as we grew up. She fell in with some rough people, as you've already seen. Ever since I got engaged, Eiling has become obsessed with me. Every day she sends her thugs to beat me up. She says she won't stop until I go talk to her. She's obviously crazy. I've done nothing to her. We haven't even spoken in years. If I go to her hideout to talk to her, I'm afraid that I'll never come out. At least the beatings on the street are out in public. They won't kill me in front of witnesses. Well, not on purpose anyway. I'm being completely honest, I swear. I know how this looks. You must think I've done something to deserve this. No. Lan's very emotional. I didn't want her to get upset. At first, I didn't tell her anything at all. But I couldn't hide. But even then, I didn't mention Eiling. It's bad enough what's happening to me. I was afraid if Lan became more involved, Eiling might hurt her too. Thank you so much. Eiling and her thugs are in the boathouse. Please just ask her to leave me alone. All we want is to live our lives in peace. Captain, if one more of these villagers sneers at me...
Look at all these people here. When my old father told... Back on the farm, I ain't never seen so many people, and... My name's Tian.
but everyone calls me Big Tion because I'm so big. I came to the city to try to find me a wife. You wouldn't happen to know any pretty young gals, would you? Someone who'd want to come live on the farm with me? Well, that's a real shame. If you run across any nice gals, do me a favor and mention my name to them.
It ain't easy being a dock worker. We don't get paid much, but we sure earn it.
One thing that is good about being a fisherman, you never see a ghost out in the middle of the river.
This here's a private club. Why didn't you say so in the first place? Go on in.
Careful. Trust no one in this place. We are a long way from your idyllic little village.
So, I hear you helped out Baker Bay today. Gave my boys a bit of a... You'd think after all the beatings I gave them over the years they'd be used to losing. But they're still taking it pretty hard. Maybe the humiliation will be good for them. Everyone thinks that Bay and that little seamstress make such a nice couple. But Bay already promised to marry me. I know what you're thinking. Why would Bay want to marry someone like me? I may not be a delicate little flower like Lon, but I don't want to run this gang forever. Someday I want a husband, maybe a little house, kids too. Bay promised to give me all that. He promised to marry me, and now he's trying to weasel out of it. But a promise is a promise. I won't forget that, even if he tries to. Yeah, you do that. Go tell Lon what kind of man Bay really is. See how she likes it when she finds out her perfect fiancé proposed to another...
You got something to say, you say it to Eiling. She's in charge here. You got something to say, you say it to Eiling. She's in charge here. You got something to say, you say it to Eiling. She's in charge here.
Hello again, Honorable One.
Did you get the... What? That's preposterous. She's lying. Lan's the only woman I ever proposed to. I don't know why, Eiling. If Lan heard these lies, well, I don't know what she'd do. Please see if you can get this straightened out with Eiling before these rumors get... Yes, I suppose I'll have to face her eventually. And I should be safe if you're with me. Okay, let's go. Lan, what are you doing here?
I figure we better get all the secrets out, Bay. If Lon's going to marry you, she should know what kind of man you really are.
She said there was something I need to know, Bay. What's going on? What is she talking about? What? Bay, how could you?
I didn't. It's a lie. I haven't spoken to her in years. Not since we were kids.
Don't pretend like you don't remember, Bay. It was summer and we were sitting on a little raft catching fish. I was upset because Li Shan had called me ugly. I was crying, so you took my hand and said, "I think you're pretty, Eileen. And someday when we're grown up, I'll marry you."
What? But that was years ago. We were kids. Only 6 years old. You can't hold me to that. Kids say all kinds of things, Eileen. Remember when you took my frog and I called you a bully? You swore you'd never speak to me again. That same day you gave me the frog back. You said you'd never, ever, ever do anything to make me unhappy. Kids always say things like that. It doesn't mean anything.
It meant something to me, Bay. You were the only boy who didn't tease me, the only one I liked. You promised to marry me, and you're going to keep that promise. Well, yes, I did say that. But that was when we were still friends. Now he pretends like he doesn't even know me. He's changed. Yes, but... well... you're right. I know you're right. Bay's right. We were just kids. I guess I can't hold him to his promise. You win, Lon. Bay is yours.
If I had more, I would gladly give it to you. But my family isn't rich. This dowry is all I have. Please, take it with my thanks.
After all you've done for us, now you are letting Lan keep her dowry as well? Your generosity knows no bounds. I'm overwhelmed.
You've done so much for us, and we've given you so little. Wait, I know. We will name...
I'm glad everything worked out for you two, and I'm sorry, Bay. I don't know what came over me. When I heard you and Lon were getting married, I just snapped.
It's okay, Eiling. I hope things work out for you.
Come on, Bay. Let's go.
I hope things work out for Bay and Lon. After everything I put them through, they deserve it. I don't know what came over me. It's just... Bay was my last chance to have a family. My only... What respectable man would ever want to marry a girl like me? This town is short on eligible bachelors as it is. I mean, I have a reputation around town, and having my boys beat up Bay didn't Huh. You really think you can pull this off? Tell you what. You find me a decent husband, and I'll make it worth your while. But don't think I'm desperate enough to settle for just anyone. I've got my standards. Let's see. There's Rue the bosun, but he's nothing but a drunk. My boys have had more than a few run-ins with him over the years. He's definitely out. Schumann the craftsman is single. I don't know him that well, but he seems like a good man. He has a home in the southwest corner of the town. And then there's Yaru. He used to be a sailor traveling the Empire, but now he's looking to settle down. He might be a good catch. Spends most of his time in the teahouse. Not living in town, and Tien's Landing doesn't get a lot of visitors. But if you find someone looking for a wife, bring him by so I can check him out. Yeah, right. The pickings in Tien's Landing are mighty slim for a girl like me. But if you find someone, just bring him back so I can meet him. And, well, good luck.
Hello again! I ain't had much luck finding my... You do? That's great! Is she pretty? Well, let's go meet her. You better leave. Wow, you sure are pretty. And you got a real nice club here for you and your friends. My name's Tian, but everyone...
Big! Yes, I can see that. Well, Big Tian, my name...
Yeah, I ain't never been to the big city before. Usually I stay out on my farm, but my old father told me it's time to get me a wife, so...
You aren't really the sharpest knife in the rack.
Hey, that's what my old father always says about me. He also says the key to farming is hard work and happy thoughts.
A farm, eh? I've spent my whole life living in the town.
Gang? What are you... Hey!
Huh. That didn't go well, did it?
This town needs the river to...
I'm surprised to see you back, mighty.
Good, you're here. We can
You've got unfinished business with us first.
There are important matters at hand, yet you fellows keep interrupting.
This time we brought some friends.
Longsword.
Thousand cuts. You can't keep up. You won't see me.
You certainly look like Lee's top student, though there's something odd about how you fight. I can't put my finger on it. It doesn't matter. The sailors won't bother us again. We can get back to business. Sun Lee gave me instructions to await you if anything should happen. I have prepared for this day for well over a decade. The full extent of what the glorious strategist knows is beyond my mind to comprehend. He is without peer. All I know is that I had instructions to wait for you. Sun Li asked me to seek a piece of a special amulet he wanted you, his prized pupil, to have. It was broken apart and scattered when the Spirit Monk Temple fell. He intended to, and I assume he did, give the main piece to you. Rumor placed a smaller part with a fleeing apprentice monk, but it had been some years and the trail was cold. I eventually learned the monk had fled to Old Tien's Landing. He was there a year or so, but died of lingering injuries and was buried with his possessions unsorted. It was rushed at the time because the new dam was due to close and Old Tien's would become a watery tomb. The amulet was beyond reach, so I came here and waited. Now the Lotus assassins have drained the lake and exposed the ruins of Old Tien's Landing. It seems they are searching for this piece of the Spirit Monk amulet, too. Yes, Sun Li intended you to find it. I was to tell you about it if anything happened to him. It was the last order he gave me, and I have waited years to fulfill my duty. I choose to believe that my service was valuable and vital. He would have come here eventually. Remember, go to the ruins and claim the amulet before the Lotus assassins do. You will need it to survive the trials that lie ahead.
I thought... If Shang doesn't do something about those sailors soon, they'll overrun...
I heard the ruins are...
If you want tea, have a seat. The serving girl will be by directly if I don't fire her first, a useless wench. I should have replaced her. I am 3 Sheets Duto, proud owner of this quaint little tea house. I recently acquired it from old Mother Kwan, the elderly lady steeping tea over there in the corner. Yes, good. Go away.
Hello! Greetings! Welcome! My name is Steeper Yanru, and I'll be... No, that's not right. Not right at all. Idiot! I'm Barkeep Yanru now, not Steeper Yanru. I'm sorry about that.
I still can't get the hang of this new position. Sometimes I wish old Mother Kwan still owned the tea house so things could go back to the way they were. Slow down, my friend. I can't serve you wine yet. I'm not a real barkeep. Master Dutong wants me to practice giving out advice for now. He wants me to stay... Sure. Just remember, I'm pretty new at this. I'm still practicing. Let's try this one. Every bureaucrat knows a tree grows toward the light, but a rock grows not at all. I have no idea. Dutong just had me memorize a bunch of wise sayings. Just remember what I told you. You never know when...
Hello, young one. My name is Kwan, but everyone calls me Old Mother Kwan. I'd like you to... Welcome to my tea house. Oh, that's not right. No, not anymore. Sorry about the confusion, dearie. What I meant to say was, welcome to Master Dutong. Yes, I owned the tea house for many, many years. At least I thought I did. But turns out his family owns this land. They have for hundreds of years. The land is his along with everything on it, so now he owns my tea house. He was nice enough to let me stay on here as a helper. I steep the tea. Yanwan takes the orders, and Master Dutong... No one knew. This was just an empty patch of rock for hundreds of years. Who would have thought the Empire had deeded it to anyone? But Master Dutong came along with his writ. That is very nice of you, my child, but what could you do? I would love to have my tea house. All this talk is just the rambling of an old...
Why do you persist in troubling me? All I want is to be... Oh, certainly. The Imperial Writ is 400 years old, and I just carry it around with me all the time. And the writ is locked safely away, as I told Mother Kwan. I'm not about to... What a truly horrible thing to say to me, especially when I'm sober. The very notion that I, Three Sheets Dutong, could do such a thing is... Well, it...
You want me to teach this troublemaker a lesson?
Don't be an idiot. You saw what happened in the fight with those sailors. I don't need you lying unconscious on the floor. That's my job. After Skipper Yanru brings me my wine. Your accusations grow tiresome, stranger. You have no proof that I cheated old Mother Kwan, and I don't see any reason...
I may be drunk, but that doesn't mean I am a drunk, because I'm not. Well, just a little bit. I'll be a hero. That'll show them. Well, that'll show them all. I just...
You've been saying that for 3 days, Rue. Minister Shang's already looking for other people to close the dam, and you'll look up... Those sailors are the worst. They're rude and crude, and they don't keep their hands...
Captain Ing says we can't come.
If it wasn't for the pipe...
They say the ruins are haunted.
Do you mind? I'm in no mood for company. My name is Yaru, though some of the locals disparagingly refer to me as Yaru the Sailor. You see, I am predisposed to seasickness. Ergo, I despise the water. Yet I suffer their verbal slings and arrows with nary a complaint. It is just one more misfortune to pile atop the great heap that buries me in misery. I am at the stage of my life in which I long for companionship, a wife with intellect and refinement comparable but just slightly inferior to my own. Unfortunately, this town presents scant opportunity for a suitable match. Seamstresses, barmaids, peasants. I may as well marry the harlots selling themselves in the street. Your jibes can nary prick the armor of my pride. They are blunt. Farewell. Perhaps we shall speak again, if you ever tire of the braying and neighing of these
Leave Zhang alone!
Zhang, you can't stay up here forever. This isn't your home. You need to come back with me to the farm.
No! Zhang not want to go home. Zhang doesn't want to see Ox.
It wasn't your fault. It was an accident. I need you back at the farm. Now let's go, Zhang.
No! Leave Zhang alone, or Zhang get angry and smash things!
No. Please don't, Zhang. I'll just go over here and leave you alone. What? Oh, hello there. Don't let Zhang bother you. He's really quite harmless. He's just a little upset right now. I am Dongping, Zhang's employer. Zhang works on my farm, but the other day he accidentally killed one of my oxen. And since then he has refused to come back. Some of the patrons here are unnerved by his size. I'm worried that if he doesn't leave with me soon, the owners may take matters into their own hands. If he gets hurt, or worse, I'll be ruined. I can't run the farm without him, but I don't know what else to do. He won't listen to me. You will? I must warn you. Zhang is, well, he's very strong-willed. Zhang the ox carrier came by his name honestly. I would hate to see him hurt you, or anybody else for that matter. Speak softly to him, and you should be okay.
Go away! Zhang not want to speak to you. Zhang kill Ox. Zhang too strong, too rough with Ox. Zhang not want to hurt Ox. Zhang only playing. Now Zhang cries for Ox. Ox like to play with Zhang. Ox like it when Zhang throw her in the air and catch her. Zhang missed. Zhang dropped Ox on her head. Ox is dead. Ox was Zhang's friend. Zhang killed a friend and now Zhang is bad. Master already have another Ox. Poor Ox. Zhang killed Ox's sister. Now Ox won't like Zhang anymore. Yes! Master needs my muscle. How else will he get second oxing? You have been nice to Zhang. Zhang like you. Zhang hope you have good day.
Thank you so much. I was at my wit's end. You've done me a great service today. Come, Zhang. Let's go home.
Zhang coming. Zhang go home now.
Thank you for getting rid of that thing. Business is bad enough without that ogre scaring away my customers. Here's a little something to thank you. It's not much, but it's about a...
Wosansiazo no go boko. Wokuketita sumpono, sukokot ao, niwupa ia kupusa ia wath kraka, piat shatia kraka ia nano uksaro. Ikakahia wo no kakike ia, wosoawi ia ni tu uksumpun. Piat shatia kraka ia nano uksaro wo no fatasi. Wasrafno sositu no ko opa napia ifa. kutkosi wiwa ya wonohi. Wonoa ea sususatia son sifonia son si ifo. Niwupa ea kukusa ea elwat kraka ea nano ux. Wonoa ea sususatia son sifonia son si ifo. Ia. Pia shatia krak noko wo ifawia o. Awa utko wasafno sasitu noko opa napia I. Wo kukethita sumpono sukokot awok. Sosawa ea wa tasin kutkosi wiwa ya wo nohia ifawia o ta wikino. Tofara ia wo sa ea wo kokoko. Ukniko fia apania sasa tatasi nonin piershat ukni uksa ea sumpuno. Wo kukethita sumpuno suko. Ia. Wo ia kukwania. Ika kahia wo noka kihia ia wo shathia oka uki ia ayayuya wai. Ni wo sosawa. Noka wo ifawia ok kun one wipifia. Wo so awi ni tu uks. Utata ia oka yowe ia fonia sisa ia trusta pafawe ia towia.
Can't you just leave an old man in... I'm nobody important. Sorry doesn't count for much. Sorry can't erase our... Nothing. It's not important. Not anymore. Just leave me alone.
Captain Ink, you bringing... Look at these town folk glaring at us. It ain't our fault we're stuck here.
Hello again, dear.
Why do you persist?
Oh, sir. Oh, sir.
Yes.
Dutong says he hired me because I'm big as an ox and just as smart.
Hello. Oh, of course I do, dearie. It was all I ever had. No.
Hello again, I would rather have kept my old job, but Dutong's in charge now. He says I have to practice giving a... That Imperial writ has caused us no amount of grief. Mother Kwan lost her tea house. Waitress Yanwan is busier than ever, and I spend all day giving out foolish advice. Mother Kwan saw it, though her eyes aren't too good. Most of us didn't bother to give it a look since hardly anyone in the town can read anyway. What? You mean it wasn't real? That means Mother Kwan should still own the tea house. Problem is, Dutong's already shown everyone the writ, and now he's got it locked away. If you're right, he'd never bring it out again. There's no way to prove he cheated Mother Kwan. That might work. It would probably help if you get him drunk first. That's something I can help you with. Dutong's always having me send over wine. Usually I mix it with water so he doesn't get too drunk too fast, but I could start sending it to him unmixed. It won't be quite that easy. I've watched Dutong for quite a while, and when he's drinking, he usually goes through 3 stages of drunkenness. Dutong gets very friendly when he starts to drink. You might get a confession out of him then, but I doubt it. He's not really all that drunk at that stage. Usually after about 7 bowls, he slips into depression and sorrow. He complains about how his life is worthless and what a bad and sinful man he is. Not a pretty sight. By the 9th glass, he starts to get paranoid. You can't really talk to him then. Usually around that time, I try to slip a restorative potion into his glass to sober him up. The restorative tastes pretty foul, but it does the job. Works instantly. The guard gave me a few vials so I could slip them into Dutong's wine when he starts to get paranoid. Keeps him from getting out. No problem. We have 2 sorts of wine here. Peasant's wine and Imperial Seasoned Spirits. The Peasant's wine is pretty weak, but that's usually what Dutong drinks. The Imperial Seasoned Spirits are a lot stronger. 1 bowl of that is worth 3 bowls of Peasant's wine. And if Dutong gets too drunk, I have the restorative to sober him up. One drink for Master Dutong? Good, good. We'll get him to admit he's a cheat and a sneak. Then old Mother
Greetings and salutations. Well, the writ? Why waste time on such a dry and boring subject, my friend? Can't you see the drink is flowing? Look at how busy my tea house is. Isn't it glorious? Put the writ out of your mind and join the party. Mingle. Enjoy yourself. Everybody should have a good time at Master Dutong's tea house.
You should speak. Nope. One drink for Master Dutong coming up. Anything else I can do for you? Good, good.
What do you want? You come to mock? No, not the writ. Let's not talk about that. It's my secret shame. The thought of that writ brings tears to my eyes. It tears at my poor, miserable soul. Yeah, you're a good friend. Oh, I'm a despicable person. A bad. The writ, it's a fake.
Boss, what are you saying?
God! Oh, I hate that restore. And now I have the strangest memory. As if I... Oh, no. Did I say anything to you, stranger? Anything about, oh, I don't know, an Imperial writ? What? No, I never said any such thing.
I heard what you said, Dutong. I knew you cheated Mother Quan out of this place, and now we have proof. You can't get out of this now.
Ah, I see what you're after. Oh yes, 3 Sheets Dutong was not born yesterday, or the day before that. Indeed, we are speaking the language of commerce. I will give you a great deal of silver to keep this little secret from getting out. Lots of silver for both of you, if you keep quiet about this.
I don't know, Dutong. I could really use the silver, but Mother Quan is such a nice old lady, Right, of course. What was I thinking? Old Mother Quan's a good woman. She deserves to have her tea house back.
Boss, people aren't gonna like us when they find out what you did. Maybe we should get out of here.
That's the smartest thing you've said since I hired you. Let's go.
Well done. It'll be nice to have old Mother back in charge again. You should tell Mother Quan she got her tea house back. Now things can go back to the way they were.
Hello again, dearie. I hope you're having a nice... of... That scoundrel! No wonder he left here so fast. Cheating an old woman out of her hard-earned living. The very people! Listen to me. Master Dutong has left. For good. And thanks to this brave young man here, the tea house is mine again.
Hooray for Mother Kwan! Her tea house is back in business!
You've given me back the only thing I ever cared about. And you've done a service for this town, too. I'm going to turn this place back. I don't have much. The only reward I can offer is my humble thanks. That and a...
Praise the Emperor! Praise the Emperor! Old Mother Kwan is back in charge.
Welcome back to Chum. It's a shame my business is... You are well informed about our little town, stranger. It's true, I've thought about marriage. Sometimes I've even thought... Why do you bring this up? Do you know of a suitable young woman who would be willing to marry a simple craftsman like myself? Eileen, the gang leader? She's beautiful, to be sure, but I've heard her beauty is only surpassed by her savage brutality. I'm sure she can be pleasant when she wants to be, but from what I hear, she... Well, she did turn that gang of thugs into a rather efficient criminal organization. I guess it couldn't hurt to go talk to her. Come on. Hello, Eileen. I'm Chuman the Craftsman. I'm pleased to meet you.
What's wrong with you? You look like you're gonna throw up. If you vomit on my floor, you'll be cleaning it up yourself.
Forgive me, but this isn't easy. Things are moving quite quickly here. I'm more used to taking things slow and careful. Perhaps it's the nature of being a craftsman.
That's right. You're a woodworker, aren't you? I remember...
I'm an excellent craftsman, but I'm terrible at business. Between suppliers who don't deliver what they promise and customers who won't pay, I can barely afford to feed myself.
You're a sensitive man, Chuman. You have the gentle soul of an artist. What you need is a woman with some steel in her spine to back you up.
I'd like that, Eileen. I've often thought that if I had someone strong by my side, someone to help me, I could turn things around.
I think Chuman and I should spend some more time getting to know each other. Just the two of us. You lived up to your part of the bargain and brought me a decent prospect, so I'll live up to mine.
I've never seen so much silver before. I've been owed it, but I never managed to collect.
I think this could be the beginning of a beautiful partnership.
All I can say is, at least we got paid. Or, that could have been the biggest waste of time I participated in.
This is... The other girls... These sailors are good for business. At least until their silver runs out.
Hello? You do not need to speak with me. I am just Merchant Xiang's assistant. But for now, I am just an assistant.
Yeah. Even a village is...
Everything I am, I owe to the Emperor. What's that?
Another day, another bowl of rice, I hope. It ain't easy being a dock worker. We don't get paid much, but we sure earn it.
You ever seen a ghost? Sorry, stranger. I stick to my regular customers.
Stop right there! I gave you 2 extra duty.
We don't have to listen to you, Ing. You're a captain without a ship. She's nothing but a landlocked house now.
I will discover a way to free this ship. Until then, you'd better follow orders.
I've had enough of you and your orders.
Now get back in that ship! I'm your captain, understand?
Well, you're still the captain, for now. But if you don't get us out of this town soon, you're going to have a mutiny on your hands. Then we'll see what's what.
If you've come to complain about my men, I don't want to hear it. When Minister Sheng gets the Great Dam closed, we'll be happy to leave. Until then, we're stuck here. I'm Captain Ing. This is my ship, the Lucky Knight. She's a fine vessel, or was. But now that the Great Dam is open, the Lucky Knight is stranded here along with me and my men. We're sailors. We don't belong on land. If we could just get our ship back on the water, everything would be fine. But that won't happen until someone finds a way to close the dam. If I leave the ship, my men will have Tien's Landing in flames. The locals think the dam is haunted, and Minister Sheng can't find anyone brave enough to risk closing it. The moment I saw you, I knew you were the fearless sort. I hoped you would offer to help. It shames me to need the help of a stranger.
Must be something in the way you carry yourself. Everywhere we go, people ask you to do dangerous things. Remind me not to go anywhere with you.
I'm not a rich man, but my reputation, my ship, and my men are worth everything I can give. Close the dam and free us, and I'll give you all the silver I have. You won't get too far if you don't speak to Minister Sheng first. The dam is located in... He's in the town square.
I sense an embarrassing story. I can't...
It really isn't important. Just get that key from... Good luck. I'm not used...
Don't bother me. I may be a beggar, but I'm on my break right now.
The folks of this town were kind at first, but now they're starting to annoy.
Hello there, strange.
I haven't spotted you around Tian's Landing before. You've come at a bad time. Regardless, it's good to meet you. I'm Darting Lynx, the acrobat. Unfortunately, I'm not putting any shows on in Tian's Landing. You know, feats of balance and precision, delicate routines to shock and amaze. Whatever brings some I travel around the countryside putting on acts and sometimes teaching people a few tricks. Hey, now that I think of it, I may not be putting on any shows here, but I could teach you a few techniques to improve your balance. I'd be happy to. I'll be leaving Tian's Landing. Let's see what I...
If one more of these villagers sneers at me, I'm going to start punching.
I am honored that you have chosen me. Is there anything you need? No, I didn't have anything pressing on my mind. Strange enemies, troubling plots. I will answer. Zoo made it quite clear what we must do. We need a wind map and... No, I didn't have anything pressing on my mind.
Finally! Someone stronger than these cowed peasants. This town disgusts me. I am Scholar Six Heavens, and I need someone who possesses great strength and skill. What I do not need, however, is someone who walks the way of the open palm. I can read in every movement that you would protect the weak and coddle the poor. They must protect themselves. You see? Your every action and each word tells me that you are not the person I need. If I can see by your actions that you understand the way of the closed fist, I promise to make it worth your while. Otherwise, I will not waste any more time with you. You! I have no time for those who do not understand strength. Return when your actions tell me that you follow the way of the closed fist, and perhaps I will consider.
Ing better figure out a way to get us out of here soon, or I'm going to The folks of this town were kind at first, but now they're starting to annoy me.
What do you want? Can't you see we're busy drinking here? Gotta wash away our sorrows. It's no fun being trapped in this town. We don't know nobody, we ain't seen our families in months, and now we're stuck here. That'd drive anyone to drink. Figurine? You mean that clay statue? Pretty little thing. I just borrowed it for a while. I didn't steal it. My ma used to have figurines like that. I ain't seen her in a long time. I really miss her. I just borrowed the figurine to remind me of her. Oh, geez, now you got me feeling all guilty about my ma. Here, take the figurine. I don't mean to cause no trouble. I just missed my ma is all. I ain't crying. I just got something in my eye. I gotta go back to the boat now. Come on, boys, let's go.
It's not much of a story, really. I was quite young, and my master felt I was a little too fast for my own good. He taught me to slow my movements and really focus on what I was doing.
Sisai Pawaro.
You have some understanding of the way of the open palm, but return to me when you feel you understand the way. What?
Konionuyu, Kokir Tadasina. Woya Kuptir, Nishin Warwair, Akwiwo Ofir, San Kasowir, Wosiu. Busosir. Onu. Sipas. Ak. Onu.
It is not easy to be Minister Shane, beset with trouble. Truly, can you not see that I am busy watching my career slide into oblivion? Minister Shane simply hasn't time for your petty concerns. I have problems of my own. The Ministry of Harmony, which oversees taxation and execution, usually in that order. But poor Minister Shane oversees nothing in this dying town. Nothing but failure! This backwater pimple of a town lives off of the lake created by the Great Dam. But the Great Dam is open and the lake is dry. The town is dying. Under my supervision. cares about that? The Great Dam was opened by... No, I cannot say. It is too dangerous. Unless... Lim oversees the Lotus Assassin operations in this area. A few weeks ago, he came to town and demanded a key to the ruins. Then his... Inquisitor Lim has his assassins searching for something, though what it is I couldn't say. I didn't want the town to panic, so I kept Lim's presence here a secret. Better the peasants think it was ghosts, much less... Some brave soul must travel through the old ruins, which are absolutely not infested with ghosts, and close the Great Dam. The gate to the ruins is locked, but I cannot order or even ask someone to go do this. If the Great Dam closes, the ruins will flood. Various assassins and soldiers will be killed. Not good for my career. But if I happen to lose the key and someone happened to find it, the town could be saved and the problem solved without any sanction from me. What are you talking about? I haven't... Oh, and I am certainly not going to tell you that the ruins can be reached by heading across the footbridge and out the west gate of town. It wouldn't be. Not for me, certainly, because I never asked you to do anything, right? Now, I happen to know of a ship's captain down on the waterfront. He has a big cargo rotting in his hold. I am sure he would pay a good sum to anyone who could close it. Of course, being a stranger, he'd not be able to tell you that you'd need to go through the ruins which lie through the west gate. Tourists... Minister Sheng remembers when flyers were reserved for the wealthy elite of the Imperium. I suppose, in theory, you could find a flyer at the pirate camp upriver. In practice, however, I doubt you would find the pirates very... I suppose Rue the bosun is mad enough to take you if he's drunk. Yes. Rue is surely the only one who would make the trip. And then the pirates would kill you. Yes, go and leave Minister Sheng alone to ponder his troubles. Now go close the Great Dam, and I never...
Feels all wrong. Can't you feel it? It's like the very air is unclean. If you can't feel it, then this feeling is as magical as it is foul.
Too much for you!
Dire flame.
We hurried down as quickly as we could, but I see you had the situation well in hand. I'm impressed. Not many people can... They grow worse by the day, and I've almost given up hope of... My manners desert me. I am Lord Yun, owner of this land, and charged by the Emperor him. You should turn back south to Tien's Landing. This is the safest part of the Great Southern Forest. Help me. That's certainly a kind offer, but Wait a moment. You don't look like a pilgrim or one of the poor folk trying to escape Tien's Landing. Would it be out of line to inquire as to what... Even caravans employing skilled warriors have been... It depends on how long you have to spend waiting. My flyer will not return for at least a month, as I knew it would take some time to set matters straight. Unless we can find a way to remove these ghosts, though, I'll be stuck here warning people away from this place until I'm driven out by the dead. Indeed, though you would also need a flyer with enough fuel to manage. Then again, you seem resourceful, and I believe resourceful people find... Perhaps you could get something done for me. If so, I might be persuaded to foolishly risk the Lotus Assassin's wrath by making a The deal is simple. Find out why my land sickens, why it is home to so many ghosts, and you will have your map. Two things threaten the entire length and breadth of this forest. The trees blackened with... I suspect that these things are related, and, more importantly, that they're related to a fox called the Forest Shadow. She is a powerful spirit that has long been an ally of my family. Personally, I've had little to do with her. My father and his father before him, however, felt strongly that she should be revered. They considered her the true guardian of this forest. I think something is wrong with the Forest Shadow, and I want you to find her and figure out what is happening. Once we know that, we'll have a clear idea of what we face. A noble sentiment, but when I look upon these trees, I'm afraid that you may have to destroy her. See what you can learn first, then we will act if it is necessary. Make your way up this ancient trail, and when you come to a fork, take the left path. That will lead you to a temple built long ago in the Forest Shadow's honor. Once there, find my hunter Spearcatch's Leaf, if he still lives. He claimed to remember some sort of ritual that my forebears used to contact the Forest Shadow. You might also want to keep an eye out for some small shrines that are scattered about the forest. Some of them are said to react to magic or charges of chi. I was beginning to think there may be no cure for this place. Your arrival has given me some small measure of hope. Find Spearcatch's Leaf at the temple above and see what he has learned. Your wind map will be waiting when you find a cure.
troubled. We were well sheltered in Two Rivers to not see any of this. Been in the forest too long. He seems simple as well. I wonder if the...
You have come from Tien's land. You were. This is good. I was going there, but you're coming. I come from the inn, the Pilgrim's Rest. You must. Things are very bad. We starve. The ghosts cut us off from everything. But we are still up there. Many people should come to the inn to... I should return to the inn. You should come with me. I can take the message down later. That can't be right. She is dangerous. You should go. I will go back the way I came. Knowing that there are others here, I will be all right. I must go back to the inn to tell them. You should follow the path to the right, not the left. Left goes to the temple, and the forest shadow will kill you. Come! The inn is this way.
Noko U